Hey guys, Jiggers23 here again, aka the old guy. In this video we're going to try to recreate Tunnel Rat from the G.I. Joe action figure series 1980s version and from the 80s cartoon. I know he's kind of been updated throughout the years, but we're going to go with the old school classic version. And one thing I do want to point out before we begin here, go into the accessories and go into the headwear. The original character, he wore a bandana, and unfortunately I haven't bought this in the store yet. Probably don't intend to either. But the bandana that he wore was just a flat green. The olive drab might even be kind of a more of a darker green. But if you want him to look a little more authentic, you can get the bandana through the store. It is part of the Ghost Recon pack, more specifically the Tiger pack under the Ghost Recon, or the Ghost pack, I'm sorry. And then it is 970 credits for that pack. I can show you guys that a little later if anybody is interested. But again, the bandana is in the Ghost pack. Go to the Ghost section in the store and then go to Tiger Pack, and it is 970 credits for the stuff that you get in there. I think you get a couple weapons, bandana, and might be something else in there that I'm kind of forgetting about. But let's go ahead and go back here, and we're going to go to his head first. And let's see here, we're going to start with the eye color. I'm going to leave this as a brown, dark brown color. If I remember correctly from the cartoons, the original character was supposed to be, he's kind of based off Native American, but his appearance doesn't really resemble that a whole lot, to be honest with you guys. His didn't have a beard, so we're going to take that off as well. His hair was a little bit longer, so we're going to go with shaggy hair, and it was black, so we're going to change that to black. Now I'm going to change the face. I'm kind of going a little bit out of order here, but I kind of prefer to start with the hair first and then kind of move on from there. Now if I remember correctly, the one that looks the most like him is the Foxy. He kind of has kind of narrow eyes, kind of more of an almond-shaped eye. So we are kind of going with this one here. So we're going to go ahead and choose Foxy for Tunnel Rat. And I think that's pretty much the head. So we've got Foxy face, brown eye color, no facial hair, shaggy hair, black, and no facial detail. So we're going to go into the appearance, and we're going to choose the facial paint. And he had the commando style paint, so we're going to go with that, equip that. No tattoos. He did have some paint, camouflage paint on his arms, but unfortunately we cannot choose that. There's no option for that here within the game, so we're going to leave all of these blank. We're going to go with the clothes. Let's see here. He did have his sleeves rolled up. I think this might be the closest one to the original character, but let's double check here to make sure. Yeah, his t-shirt, I wouldn't go with the t-shirt. So I suppose if you wanted to, you could go with the t-shirt, but I think for the sake of this, we could probably choose business casual as well. Looking at the character, there's really no pockets on his shirt, so I think we're going to go with the short sleeve. And his top was kind of an olive drab color, might even be a little lighter green. We can either go forest green or olive drab. I think we'll stick with the olive. And then we'll go back to his vest. And most of the original G.I. Joe characters, they just wore bandoliers. And again, unfortunately, that's not an option within Ghost Recon, so I think we're just going to, for artistic interpretation here, we're just going to go with the mole harness, and we're going to put that as black just to give it a little bit different color here. Now this particular character, he did not have cargo pants. He just kind of had black pants, and I think we're going to stick with the jeans that seem to be preset here. So we're going to go with the jeans, change those to black. His footwear, they kind of resemble cowboy boots, but again, I haven't purchased anything from the store. I really don't intend to, so I think for this one we'll just go with the combat boots. The original character, if you want to go with that, you know, the cowboy boots do kind of look more like what Tunnel Rat was wearing. They are brown, or you could probably even go with the hiking boots too and change it to sandstone. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's put the hiking boots, change it to sandstone. Wasn't wearing a ghillie suit. He didn't have any eyewear. He does have a scarf around his neck, but he has it kind of knotted in the front, and it is green. So I think we're going to go with the tactical scarf and leave that as the green as well. There's only two choices, either white or green. We're going to leave it as green. Headwear, as I pointed out at the beginning of the video, he does have a bandana, and it was a greenish style. So if you do want him to look more authentic, you could purchase this in the store. But I really have no interest in purchasing this stuff. So we're going to leave that blank for my purposes. The headsets, none of the Joe characters ever wore them, but unfortunately you cannot get away with that within Ghost Recon, so we're going to leave the earpiece. Now for his gloves, actually this is pretty well preset here. We're going to leave those as black, and pretty sure the Nomex is the closest one to what he actually wore. So we're going to leave that alone and put it as black. The backpacks, let's see here, he had kind of he had a bedroll on the back of his, which I think was the PRC one. That's the closest one, but I think for the sake of artistic interpretation here, now for somebody who was digging around in tunnels, he did have quite the large backpack, which kind of always confused me when I was a younger chap. But I think for this case, let's see here, I think this one might be, the Hazard's Prime Pack seems to be the closest one, and I think we'll leave that as olive drab as well too. And he didn't wear any patches, and actually I don't think any of the original Joe characters had many or any patches for that matter. And I think that's pretty close. But again, this is 1980s version of Tunnel Rat, minus the bandana and minus the arm camouflage paint. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more of these Joe videos, or if you have suggestions for characters that you would like to see, either fictional or real, do post those in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please post comments, suggestions, questions below. I do tend to check those as they come up. So if you want to see something very specific, please let me know, and I will try to do that for you guys. Again, Deuce23, aka the old guy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.